Hi everybody, it is Wednesday, September 21st, and yeah, if you probably have noticed, I changed my channel name to Galactic Artist Curator. I had to think about different ways of saying it, because I've been told again to change the name of my channel again. I've changed the name of this channel probably at least 6 or 7 times probably by now. At first, it was mostly to avoid. There were some trolls out there that were kind of stalking me, and also, uh, yeah, the controllers. They're just, they're censoring us and things like that. So it was kind of like sort of hiding on the run type of thing for a while there. But now that things have changed because of uh, the official exit of the Queen in particular, that was a really big marker. Um, we're This freedom operation is really coming to an end. That was a marker to say, in some ways, for the controllers, that's as far as they can go. And then once that date is gone, they have to. They've already capitulated, so but I guess some sort of contracts or some sort of treaty they did or something that they've got to dismantle their control as much as possible. If not, well, they've been kind of rounded up and arrested and taken care of. Let me put it that way. Um, but as far as the name is concerned, why I chose that is I'm still getting downloads and information all the time, constantly, and a lot of it's really really interesting stuff, and I still don't feel free enough to actually just start telling you all of it. First of all, there's a lot of information. I could be sitting here for hours trying to tell you guys all what's going on. And for me, I always look for a second and third opinion or perspective from what I'm getting. So, and I know I've told you guys about this before, is if I get a download of information, especially if it's something I haven't heard before, it's like, wow, that's kind of crazy. That's okay. I'll check into that. So then I go look for validation. I'll look if anybody else out there, different channels have been talking about it, and it also helps me clarify the information for myself. But definitely, I don't want to relay something that I'm not certain of. So, and anyway, I don't start getting off topic here, but so why I chose the name Galactic Artist Curator is because, in a sense, that's what I do. That's what I am. That's what I came here for. I've been I've been sort of shown it and explained it, but I'm also remembering that's kind of why I came here. So that's why it's not a coincidence that my lifestyle is based on being a self-employed artist, and I've been like this. I've been being a self-employed artist for almost 40 years now. So, um, yeah, and that again is kind of explains a lot about my personality and who I am and why I came here. Is I've decided really early on in my life to to be to disconnect from this world. That's the only way I could handle it, because I know I've started looking at myself as an observer. Like it's like I came here to study human interactions and human behavior, and for the most part, like I said, I've kind of disconnected because when I was watching everybody. I mean, what I mean by everybody is like when I'm privy to what's going on around the world, whether there's a war going on or strange politics or something. I'm always disconnecting at it and looking at it very critically, going, what is going on with that? Like, I'm trying to make sense of it, and it's kind of a nonsensical world that we live in. The reason why, I mean, that's why it took years to figure it out, is because we're being controlled. We're being steered in ways that it's not even natural to a human behavior. We're doing stuff that's just it's not in our nature to do. So in order for me to survive, I've had to live a parallel life, and it was to kind of disconnect. You'll see it kind of in funny ways, not advertised, but shown that, these people want to live off the grid. That's in a sense what it is except for I live in the system. This is the tricky thing for me, was how to figure out how to live amongst the humans and interact with them, but yet not be a part of their world. It was really quite the challenge, because it's like I have to disconnect and yet still be in the system. So, I have to play by the rules of, like, okay, you have to have money, you got to pay rent, mortgage, you have to get a job, you have to have constant income. It's a slavery system. And it's based on debt and obsolescence. Things are purposely made to go obsolete, to break down, so we have to keep maintaining it. Like, I started figuring it out, especially in my late 30s and things like that. And I realized, take for instance even my job itself. I realized, well, if I am going to be a slave in this system, and if you have to, work constantly just to survive, then I better pick a vocation or an occupation that I enjoy, because, I'm in prison here, so I better pick a good job. So that's why I decided to just be more just involved in the arts. But now in retrospect, I'm realizing, well, that's kind of why I've come here too, is to study and experience the arts. So I've always been a student of art, but not only that, I'm also a student of human behavior. Everything, like I said, it's starting to really make a lot of sense to me now, more because I've been waking up to why I came here. So anyway, ultimately, that's why I came up with this new name for my channel, is because I'm, in a sense, the best way to study a culture and its expressions through art is you have to live that life. So I've chose to be connected, but yet somehow live in a parallel world beside, the regular society that I live in. So yeah, that's why I'm not, I don't have an average day-to-day living. I don't have any children. I don't believe in keeping up with the Joneses. It's not about making money. It's not about, like, whatever. It's I'm here for a reason. So, and it was basically to study and experience art forms. And I'm understanding more why I did it is because it's a form of I'm documenting, and like I've told you guys before, I'm connected. So it's almost like I'm connected to the Akashic records, or I'm making a record of it. I'm basically a curator of art forms, and this in Earth is one of the ones that we're studying. Put it that way. And so, in order to study it properly, I have to inhabit a human body and have a complete human experience to understand it properly. So, anyway, so that's what it is. It's kind of a bigger story, but I'm always trying to simplify things right now, because I just don't want to go on and on about this. Not yet. In the future, yeah, I've got a lot of knowledge. I just can't. I'm not in the position to relay that at this point. So anyway, I'm just checking in as usual, saying, yeah, this operation it's coming to a conclusion, and it's not about dates or anything, but I know that the big part of this push to free human beings, that stage is coming to an end. And so basically this narrative is going to flip really soon, as in that's why September is going to be a really big month, and October too. But I'm just saying we're basically changing the trajectory of this control system. So it's going to be more human beings waking up to what's going on, as well as getting our freedom back. So that's kind of the stage we're at right now, and that's, I guess, my basic update for September. And yeah, I'll try to make more videos, but right now I'm just kind of swamped because I'm still connected to this slavery system, and I have to work long hours just to keep up with all the bills and everything. So I'm just like you guys. Okay, so I'll talk to you guys later. That's it for today.